where I got used as a human tennis ball by two skeletons whilst I was fighting a creeper. I don't really take too kindly to that, so I killed them both. The next morning we equipped ourselves with all the potions, food and blocks we would need to conquer the end cities. And then we set out on our voyage to get some elytras. We travelled through the night over a vast array of landscapes. Once we got to this snowy biome we knew we were close. And I took some time to say hi to this polar bear and give him some food so he didn't eat me. We continued on our journey into the night of day 124. This is where we had to kill a few of those weird grey skeletons that make you slow. I hate them guys. And there it was, we had found the stronghold. Also, if you're wondering why we didn't note down the stronghold the first time, we did, but I accidentally chucked the note in the bin. My bad, sorry gamers. Anyways, as the sun was rising in the overworld, we hopped into the end. And quickly made our way to the little gateway and teleported through it. We then splashed ourselves with swiftness and then ran along the main island. We figured this was our best chance of finding an end city. And sure enough, only about 200 blocks later, we found an end city. We were shocked at how little time this took. Gamers and I began a race to the ship, as we decided whoever got there first gets to get the first elytra and fly to the next end city to get the other one an elytra. Although I was fast, Gamers was faster and guaranteed himself the first elytra. Gamers then left to get me an elytra, and whilst he was gone I was hard at work looting the end city and finding an ender chest for myself. Meanwhile, Gamers had found another end city and had managed to get me an elytra. This was great news to hear. He gave it to me and I couldn't help but think that I looked like a moth. But flying around was very fun. And once we had finished looting up the end city for all the shulkers we could find, we decided to head back with one of our 3 goals completed. We arrived back on the night of day 126 and went straight to sleep. The next day we practiced using our elytras, and I was finally able to show off my Christmas skin, which a fan made me. I also bred my dogs again. I then decided to collect some pumpkins whilst doing some pumpkin parkour. Day 128 was here and our pumpkins and melons were starting to pile up. And I did my best Luke the Notable impression I could do so far. After that I made some shulkers, and then it was time to put our murdering skills to good use protecting our compound. Of course the main reason for this was to get gunpowder for rockets, and on this night there was no shortage of creepers. On day 129 I was having some PC problems, so I only have this little bit of footage of me breeding my dogs. On day 130 we were fed up with our items having low durability, so we did what any Minecraft player would do and start building an XP farm. But we weren't going to build any old XP farm, we decided to build an Enderman XP farm in the end. We used resources which Gamers had kindly gathered in the days before and nervously built down to Y level 0 in the end. This was very scary to do. We then built out about 300 blocks using